What up? It's your boy Marzz, and you're tuning in to Solo Visions Meet the Artist. Making moves. I go by the name Marzz. I'm 22 years old. I was originally from Syracuse, New York. I lived there till I was about 7. Then I moved to Illinois. I lived in Peoria for a while, kind of bounced around and stuff, and then ended up going to high school in Mackinac. But for the most part, I've been in Illinois for the whole time. So I started like kind of in high school, but that was just kind of just freestyling at parties, stuff like that. Just it was just kind of to be on some impressive shit, you know. I just kind of did it, but I didn't ever really think of it being like anything serious until I was living in Pekin, and then I met my homie Drew Schaefer. He goes by Dakota Savage. He told me he was starting to rap and everything, and like he was taking it seriously, and that just we kind of both just clicked and just kind of got into that work habit, and then we kind of just got in the groove of things, started making stuff happen, and then just like over the year, a lot of stuff's happened. We did our first show at Limelight for Limapalooza last year, and we did a couple other shows, done some videos and everything. So that's just kind of a little bit how it kind of all started and came along. Basically, it's just me, Dakota Savage, and C-Splash. I kind of first started with them, but we all kind of figured, you know, what better way to, you know, do this shit without, you know, having someone behind us when we can start our own. So we kind of just started our own little, it's almost like a movement. And basically, when we first started off, and like even now, kind of, we don't have like the best of resources all the time, but we make do with what we got. So it's just kind of like the fly shit only is more like what we're working towards. Eventually, you know, it's just like it's gonna be nothing but fly shit, nothing but the best things, and like all the stuff that all this hard work's going into that's gonna pay off. And so the bigger picture of things, it kind of turned into like more of a way of life, kind of, where it's just I only want the best of things. So in order to get that stuff, I gotta work hard and just put in that time with this music and just kind of build it from the ground up. We wanted something that we could build up from the ground up, and that's just kind of what we did. I think it's something that can't necessarily be like described yet, mostly because we don't really know like what it is yet. But like, you know, Drew and I, we've had a bunch of conversations where it was just like, you know, we all got our different sounds. I mean, like he does that hardcore rap every now and again. Like he's really good for like going really fast. Me, I've been kind of dabbling into like more of the pop stuff, kind of doing singing, but you know, I still come with bars when I need to. C-Splash, he kind of does a little bit of all those together. So it's kind of nice because as a team all together, it's all different sounds. You know, we don't sound predictable. It's not just one same thing. It's always something different and refreshing for people to like get into. And like the same thing with the videos, like the very few videos that we have put out right now, they're just kind of different. We're mostly just trying to stand out and just kind of bring something different to the table that hasn't really been brought before. But I would kind of categorize it as just something new and edgy that I think this area hasn't really seen before, and something that people could definitely take a liking to over time. And you know, we just put that work in and people see that. I made Background Noise, I think it was in April, and basically that song was just kind of like, it was just kind of like a coming out for like everything. That was around the time when we decided, all right, you know, the brand's gonna be FSO. You know, this is like what we're gonna put our money and time in and invest in as a brand. And so pretty much like the whole song is just saying, I'm only sticking to what I'm doing. What everybody else is doing is just background noise, pretty much. And the only thing that matters is just what I'm working towards and just the people that I'm working towards it with. So that was just, it was kind of like a it's kind of like a statement song, kind of, but without like anything hard, and it was catchy. It had a catchy hook and stuff like that. But yeah, it was a fun time. It was pretty dope. It was the first time I ever did a video, and it was a good feeling. It was crazy. It was kind of like a learning experience, and it just kind of showed like what I can do on the next one and the next one, and just as a creative standpoint. So it definitely meant a lot when I dropped that. I think it's kind of nice because I'm not really wrapped up in like what everybody else is trying to do, and like at the end of the day, we're all artists here. Everybody's doing their own grind, and like I never want to knock anybody off their hustle, and like everybody's got their own thing. There's a lot of people around here that I think are doing some pretty dope shit, but just being in a small town, you're just kind of take what's going on in life, and you just definitely reflect on it more, and you can kind of incorporate that in your music, because you don't have a lot of distractions. There's not a lot of this and that, and like a lot of stuff going on in like a bigger city. So I kind of see it as an advantage, because like with me doing music and just writing and stuff, I don't even go out like that much. I'm like, I work, and then I come home and I'm writing music. So it's nice to kind of just be in a small area, because then you don't have all that distractions and whatnot. But for the most part, it's pretty nice. A lot of people around here, like I said, they knew I did it in high school, and it wasn't anything really serious. But then once I did, I started telling people like, I'm actually gonna start taking this seriously. This is what I'm gonna start doing. And just over the few songs that I made, and just my ideas and stuff, and chopping it up with other people, like they see that, all right, this is something that could actually happen, and it's kind of surreal, because people would never think that, someone growing up in a small town like this could actually do something like that. So it's pretty dope. A little bit, only because there's good and bad about being in such a small area. Like I said, you got that, you're kind of secluded, and you got your own zone to work with. But at the same time, a lot of people in like the Peoria area and stuff, I hear a lot of like buzz coming from people and everything, but it's because there's more people. There's more, like, you get it going there, then you got a big buzz going right there. Me, I gotta not necessarily work from this town, but I gotta capture their attention in the city too. But it's also trying to get that recognition from people in my town and stuff too, and just there's still people that haven't heard my stuff, and then when they do, that are around here, they're just like, oh wow, like I didn't know it sounded like this. I didn't know that you guys were on stuff like that. So it kind of it's good and bad, kind of just being out here. But at the same time, I just kind of got to trust in the game plan, and like I got the vision, so I'm just kind of just working towards that, and it balances itself out in the end of the day. So that's just kind of how that is. I go back usually every summer. My pop still lives up there, and most of the family on his side. But like, even from what I remember, at a young age, you got a bigger area. There's more people. The lifestyle, and like even when I go back there now, the atmosphere out there is just, it's crazy. It's something different, and like just like with my family out there, they all kind of grind for what they want to go for. Like, I got a cousin who's going to school to be a doctor, just stuff like that. Like, they all know how to grind for what they got, and I think that's kind of what I got from that. It's just out there, it's something that I don't really know how to describe it. Like, I went to Times Square this summer, and just, man, that shit was crazy. Like, just seeing all that, it's surreal. It's an atmosphere that makes you feel like, if you work your ass off and you grind, like one day this can be a place where, your face will be everywhere. And just, if people know you in New York, then you're definitely onto some big shit. But man, it's great out there. I always thought about going back and everything, but New York, man, it's just that, I swear, everybody just kind of works for that, for whatever they're going for, and they just go out and get it. So that's kind of what's different out there. But nah, like, As a whole, obviously, rap as a whole, it's somewhat competitive, but like at the same time, I don't I don't look at it as like, oh, this dude's dope, so I gotta like go after him. Like, I'm more of just like sticking to my path. I'm trying to like find my identity as an artist on my own and just trying to. That's what I'm more focused on. So it's just kind of like I'm not opposed to collabing with other people. I mean, I haven't had very many. Most of them have been in my group, and but I did a song with a dude from Eureka. His name's Weedy. I did a show with him and stuff. So I mean, I'm down to do collabs with other people and stuff. I don't try to get into all the hype and like beef with people and like do that diss shit, because it's like that's not really what I'm trying to go towards. I'm actually trying to make something out of this, and like dissing other people locally and stuff, that's not really gonna, I don't see that really benefiting anybody, so I don't really waste my time with that. But that's just kind of how that is. I don't really, and it's nothing like bad towards anybody else. It's just I'm really focused on myself. So like I'll hear other local artists and stuff like that, and I'll hear them, but I don't really know enough of them or hear enough of them to be like, this is who I want to work with. I mean, I have like a few that I've performed with and stuff like that I thought were pretty dope. I did a show with Shy songwriter. He's really dope. He's really good at getting the crowd up and everything. So it'd be pretty cool to do a song with him. When I did Limapalooza, that was the first time I saw Trey Blaze out there. He's pretty dope too. So I mean, that would be pretty cool to do something with him. I know he had a song with Futuristic, and I thought that was pretty tight. I met Jay Millie, and I know him personally and stuff like that. We were trying to get a few songs together and everything, and I'm sure we'll make that happen. And just him and I kind of see eye to eye on the same things and stuff, so that'd be pretty cool. But other than that, I don't really, like I said, I don't really know too many other people. But I mean, I'm always open. If I see that they got some dope stuff and it's something I connect with and I can really fuck with, then yeah, definitely. But I get a lot of other people that are starting up that want to collab and everything. And I try to, because you never know when that'll come back full circle. But I'm really bad at getting back at that sometimes, because like I'm kind of busy with my own stuff. But I would definitely be down to do collabs with other people once I meet more people and stuff like that. I would definitely like to do a song with Drake. And the thing is, I'm very versatile, so it could be like any type of like song that he would do, whether it be like a Hotline Bling type song, or like if it was like a Portland or something like that. Another dude that I'd really like to work with is Travis Scott. I think like his creative mindset is just something different, like that rap's never really seen before, and that'd be pretty dope. Another person, I was like a really big fan of Mac Miller, like in high school and everything, and just like his lyricism. And I mean, he's not really making much music now, at least from what I'm understanding, but it'd still be pretty cool to do something with him, because I know I feel like he's kind of slept on, but when it comes down to it, like he can actually spit some bars and like throw some shit down. So those are just a few of them. There's so many more though. I'd be here forever though, trying to list them all off. It kind of is what it is. It's a new wave. It's just kind of, it's something different, like anytime anything new is introduced, it's gonna get like criticism, it's gonna get acclaim, it's gonna get a whole lot of everything. But that's what makes it what it is. It's something new. It can't really be described. I mean, honestly, like I don't have an issue with it. I don't mind some of it. Honestly, like every type of rap, like they say they got mumble rap and everything and stuff like that. There's boom bap rap, stuff like that. I mean, I kind of like it all, because that's what's interesting about rap. It's like the one genre where you can have multiple versions of it, and like it has a big following on its own. But I think it's pretty dope. I mean, everybody's just kind of developing different sounds. I think that's pretty cool. Not everybody should sound the same. They should have different sounds. So I think it's pretty cool. So I have a lot of singles, but right now I'm not really doing a project yet. I'm mostly trying to build up the fan base. I got a page on Facebook and I got a YouTube and everything, so I'm really trying to work on that and just do a lot of visuals and just drop a lot of singles that hopefully gains a lot of people's attention and just kind of go from there and create a name. Eventually, then at that point, then I'll do a project. I kind of have a few ideas of like what it's gonna consist of and everything, but me, I'm just like I know it'll never be perfect, but I want it to be as close as possible. And like, so when I do get to that point where I'm gonna do a project, it's gonna be something really nice. Kind of floated around an idea with another dude in the team, C Splash, about doing a mixtape or something like that. I mean, I might do something like that before I do like an actual project, but like I said, right now, just trying to build up that fan base, and then once I get a decent fan base to where I know a lot of people will listen to it and it'll get good feedback, then that's when I'll do that. But for the most part, I'm just doing the singles and just trying to get my name out there. Oh man, well, me personally, and this is it's just my opinion, but so, and it's not in any order, but first, obviously Tupac. I mean, I grew up listening to him when I was like, since I can remember, and just I always loved his music, and it's just something that it's 2017 and I can still listen to it, and it still hits home with like all his records. Another one I would have to go with Drake. I'd put him up there only because he's starting to make his print in hip hop and just doing things that haven't been done before. Who's another one? Nas. I like Nas. I was listening to him at a young age too. That's just another sound that, I mean, obviously coming from New York too, so that's probably the main reason why I fuck with him. But let's see, we're at 3. Kendrick Lamar. His latest album, man, that was amazing, and just all the other ones too. Just like over the years, just seeing what he's capable of doing, it's just crazy. Let's see, I'm at like 4. Let's see, probably J. Cole. J. Cole's pretty dope too. He's got that, when you need to get your mind right and get in that real, what's the word, like vibey feeling and stuff. Like J. Cole really does that. And then the 5th one, let's see, probably had to go with A$AP Rocky. I fuck with A$AP Rocky ever since he started. I saw his video Peso on BET one day, and I was like, who the fuck is this? And it's like, just over the years, I saw him, and just, man, he's just doing some crazy shit too. But like I said, that's just my opinion. Everybody's varies, everybody's got their different top 5. But my goals for 2017 is kind of, like I said before, just build up that fan base. I just want people to hear, like, everybody's kind of going towards this rap and stuff, in which some of them, like, honestly, some people around here, they're meant to do that. Some people around here are dope, and I think it's pretty cool that a lot of them are going for that. But mostly, I got something that's different than what other people have, so I just kind of want people to hear that and just kind of finally get the feel for that, because I feel like once it gets out there, there's a little bit more that needs to be done, but once it's started, like, people are gonna be like, wow, this is some different shit, he's on to something different. And that's mainly just what I want, just a bigger fan base, to kind of grow that up. Also to just get more wise in this, since I've been doing this, there's a lot of stuff that I didn't know last year that I know now. Everything's a learning experience in this business, but pretty much FSO, fly shit only. That's gonna be something that I guarantee over a little bit of time, everybody's gonna know that name. Like I said, it's not just me. It's we got Dakota Savage, C Splash. Like, we're all putting in work, and just I think like as a team and as a unit, like it's just gonna be something that everybody is gonna either get on board or at least know. I mean, not everybody has to like it, not everybody's gonna respect it, but they still will know. Like, and just give it time. That's all I gotta say. I got faith in this, so just give it time, and I promise everybody's gonna know. So that's pretty much most of it. Artist page on Facebook is at Marzz Music, at MARZZMUZIK, and then my YouTube is just Marzz. I got a SoundCloud right now, and that's MARZ315. That's where I got most of my singles and everything right now. I don't have all my singles on YouTube, but that's pretty much where you can find me at. I don't really use Twitter and Instagram that much, but yeah, I still got to work on that. My name's Marzz, and you just tuned in to Solo Visions Meet the Artist.
Wasn't great in school, but I know we got some chemistry.